Okay, so we're off on a day trip to Cove. Train is, as you can tell, I'm going to be on the train station for a while, but it has a lot of history to do. It was the last place that the Titanic docked at before, of course, the disaster that happened. So there's going to be lots of history about that, and of course there was mass. It was one of the also areas where there was lots of mass deportation because of the issues of what happened in islands. So there will also be history to that. So there's going to be a lot of interesting stuff. Also, there does seem to be nice little kind of docks and stuff to look at. So there should be. This video hopefully will be interesting, and I will give you all the sensory information if you need it. I thought it was also a good thing to test the trains in Ireland, because I actually don't remember ever taking a train in Ireland. I might have done, but I don't think I have. So it'll be interesting to see that. I've got my ticket. It was a little bit confusing with the machines saying that it was all for collection until I asked the security guy, and he said no, you can buy a ticket. And I've got a little video of the process you click through to get a return ticket to Cove, or where I was going, so that's there for people to look at, and we can see what this day's like. Hope you enjoy the video. Like everything seemingly in Cork, Cove and Ireland so far I've been, you need to walk up some long steps. Well, I missed out on the museum because it's closed on Sunday. Well, I missed out that the museum is closed on Sunday. I thought it was open today. It would be in that building, but at least I'll get a spectacular view. So back down and let's see if what else we can find. At least I can tell you how far you need to go up the stairs to get there. there's lots of smaller shops around. Just having a wander at the moment, seeing what's around. I can't film the Titanic experience, so I might take some photos and do that, but at the moment I'm just having an explore. Oh, this is cool. Telling me it's 10 minutes. See if I can do it. Also, it looks like it's up that really big hill that you probably can't see on the camera at the moment, but I can definitely see it in my vision. Yeah, I've done hills, let's keep doing it, even if that hill looks like it's on a really weird gradient. It looks like a very good hill to like put a skateboard at the top and roll all the way down. That is that kind of hill, but you know, I am incredibly stubborn sometimes, so let's just keep going and look at this lovely view that is sometimes obscured by cars, but the lovely view of everything out into the sea. Luckily, it's not up the massive big hill, it's down this way, which misses out to the big hill. Now I just need to be careful that I don't get myself run over. Okay, let's keep moving. With the thing with some of the big things you can kind of see here is Spike Island, and is that if you have to be a pre-booked group tour, you can't just buy a ticket and go at this time of year. You never know, I might come back later on in the year when I can do some of these things. I mean, if you would like me to show you some of this stuff, I'm always appreciated. Comment at the bottom, and I can always try and work out my next trip. It might just be because it's a Sunday, but it's quite quiet as a place at the moment. I don't know how does the port have any ferries come in, and how much noise that produces. I might have a wander down and see where the ferry port is, and see if there's any information about how often things happen. As I say, mostly you'll just hear cars and the odd person will be past you, at least on this Sunday morning in January. So just walking down this seemingly really long road. As I say, this should come towards the Memorial Garden and I think the beach. So, but yeah, as I say, this is a bit of a mess around of a video, seeing what we can do, what things I can afford. Lots of things seem to be about £13 or like €13 each at the moment, which isn't probably the worst, but it is a little bit expensive if you wanted to do all of them. I will have a think about which ones I want to do, and I'll ask at the Heritage Centre near the train station if I can film in there or not. If not, then I will just pick between the two and take some photos. Got some tiny dogs on the pillar. I don't know what it is, but I always find it calming to be by the sea. And at some point, probably when I'm old enough to retire, I probably will find somewhere near the sea, because one, the place is always going to be quiet, and two, it's a place I generally enjoy, even when the weather is not good. I mean, the weather can be appalling sometimes, and I still think there's something about living by the sea that's nice. I mean, I wouldn't want to necessarily be anywhere that could be flooded by the sea, but I would definitely want to be near the sea, I think. But everyone has their own little things, don't they? By the sea, by the being in the city. It's all about who you feel. Made it to the Titanic Memorial Gardens. Let's see if it's actually open, or if I'm just going to sit on a bench and have a look over at the sea. Got a proper managed wildlife space. can see. Kind of the port, the rocky island, National Terror College of Ireland, Spike Island, Crosshaven Village, which is so it tells you everything what you can see in front of you. There is Titanic Team 12, some more benches and seats down there. You can get closer to the sea if you wish to. Means we would have a bit of a clearer view of the ocean and stuff around us. Let's have a look. Let's go down and have a look. If we can do anyway. Let's have a look. Let's go down. Let's have a look and see what we can see. Well, we know what we can see, but let's see if it's worth going down. It's quite chilled and relaxed here. As I say, it's probably quite quiet, and it's a thoughtful place anyway, because we know that lots of people left and thinking they were going to have a better life, hopefully, and fortunately for the 44 that weren't saved, that didn't happen. Sorry for the sliding noise. If I have audio on this, I am really got poor balance sometimes, and I don't really want to fall over in the middle of where I am to, cause myself injury, especially when there's no one else around. But yeah, that is it close up. Brain could read the difference between bench and beach, but yeah, that's the benches up there. So got all the port and everything down here, so that's what I'm walking towards, and we can have a look and see what's available around there. As I say, it is the port of Cork over there, so there should be something over there, even if it's just somewhere to buy a snack. Well, today I am Helen Smith, and I need to find her story. We've got this. So we've got Barbados, slaves, endurance. Australia, passing Hulk. So what's that server? Bit in Glasgow in 1881. Oh, this was a model was constructed for the 1992 film Far and Away, starring Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. I mean, it's a very nice construction. Really, that's a very nice. Oh, this is going to be a bit noisy. Here was originally grey.
Your names, please. You're the Bensons of Cobh. Well, I wish you a blessed. More settlers for Upper Canada. This way. Are you part of that large batch of North Cork families, Robertsons?
Coffin ships. Irish immigrants preceding portions of the famine, and people fled from the hunger and disease, such as them on the ships, as many leaking and unseaworthy vessels were used, many which never reached their destination.
I usually transport convicts from Britain to New South Wales and to the Caribbean too. Here you will be a little different. Anchored in the Thames when I received the order to sail to Queenstown 2 days ago. Mr. Robinson has been here in the County Cork since the 20th of May of 50. You may have met him around Cobh or Mouth. Perhaps you've seen his memorandum containing the terms of elevation. He didn't have to convince you. Ready to set sail!
Is this serious?
This ship is amazing, Laura. I could stay here forever. It's like a small city. Doesn't it make you feel free?
This is the ship we were on, which I think is the Titania. But people can tell me exactly how to pronounce it. Space, we just need to now find where Helen came from. Okay. Is that actual footage? Actually, it can't be actual footage because, of course, everything at this time period was basically reenacted. Let's have a look. Okay, that's Wilfred Hull. Survivor's memories. Did she survive or did she? There we go. Okay, Alfred and Elizabeth Smith and their children were united in their native Wales on the Titania. Having lived in the United States for 6 years, Alfred's sister Cecilia Owens and her 2 sons were also on board. When the torpedo struck, 6-year-old Helen Smith was separated from her family. Canadian journalist Ernest Cowper placed her in a lifeboat except for her aunt. Helen's entire family on board the Titania died. Helen Smith was photographed in Queenstown, and as the news of the disaster spread, her image became a symbol of the attack on the innocent lives. Helen was brought up by her grandparents in Swansea. Her daughter Elizabeth recalled, "She rarely spoke of the disaster and hated the notoriety it gave her as a child. She retained morbid fear of water and rarely travelled outside Wales." Which I can tell for a proper reason why. But okay, so we've got Jack Roper, Dr. James Emmett, and Murphy. I mean, it's one of those names that I had in my head of being to do with the horror of everything at this time period, but of course we lost quite a lot of ships.
I can't shake this cold. I've been under the water a good while now and I'm still shaking like a leaf. It's good to be back on dry land, I'll tell you that. How are you feeling? Were you in the water for long? It's a complete mystery to me how I survived. I was somewhat inebriated at the time of the incident. My name is Martin Mannion. It's good as a little vague, but I do remember I was in the smoking room playing poker when the torpedo struck the Lusitania. As the other passengers were frantically bolting for safety, I remember thinking to myself, this does not look good. Might as well have one more beer before you die. So I looked at the bar. The bartender there told me to go to hell as he hopped the counter and joined a frenzy of terrified passengers. So I thought to myself, I was still shaking like a leaf. It's good to be back on dry land, I'll tell you that. How do you feel? Were you in the water for long? It's completely mystery to me how I survived. It's not a movie at the time of the incident. My name is Martin Mannion. It's good to meet you. My recollection is vague, but I do remember I was in the smoking room playing poker.
Oh yeah, of course, this is the one of the hospital shops. These were quite cool from what I remember in terms of...
busy port to pleasure port, from an active boxer and acclaimed actor, is currently on location for his latest film.
This is another side to where Cove Heritage Centre is a bit you can walk down and take in the sights. I'm not sure what else is down there, so I'm gonna give it a go and have a walk. Lots of it seems to be walking areas, but we'll wait and see. Train station. Cruise terminal. And but yeah, I think the trains are every hour, so I'll probably have to wander back and see. Yeah, it's every hour, so I've got another hour after this. Because I don't think I can necessarily get back into the train station from this angle. Might try and get this train that's going to come in, because I could do a little bit more wandering around, but also I could get on the train and record the way back, which I think seems like an appropriate thing to do if I can get to the station around where I need to go. I'll take the trains from the other side so we can show you both angles. But who knows? I had about 8 minutes to do it in, now there's less, so I'll have to wait and see. Wish me luck. Okay, so it's every hour, but on the half hour when you get to Cove. So I've got a little bit of wait on the platform, but that'll be fine. I waited on the way here, wait on the way back. Hope you enjoyed my little video, and I'll do a wrap up later on. The Cove Heritage Centre is definitely worth a visit, talking about the different forms of immigration that happened, from the prison ships to people just the famines, and onwards really. You get given a ticket, for a particular person, so you can find that during the museum, but there's lots of other interesting people as well, that you can have a look at and read through the history of what happened through the ships, especially travelling during the wars. I picked that one over the Titanic because I thought it was more interesting of like an overall history, where of course we've been told the history of the Titanic so often that I'm not sure how much more it could have given me being in out of the experience. I might be completely wrong on that, but as I say, Cove Heritage Centre, give it a go. There's another, looks like a nice little cafe kind of in there. It's good gift shops, and like I say, a lot of good history. That's interesting and quite relatable to lots of people, because of course, without the Irish being sent to quite a lot of places or moving to lots of places in the world, we wouldn't have the same culture and ideas as we do. So